Good morning, students. Good morning to all. 8th class students. So we have only one lesson to complete our 8th class syllabus in physics. That is a reflection of light at plane surfaces. A reflection of light at plane surfaces. So in this, few words are there. One is a reflection and rectilinear and propagation, laws of reflection, pinhole camera. These are the things we are going to discuss in today's class. For that, first one is a reflection. You all know that light is traveling from a source So we know that sun is a source of light, and this is the light ray which is coming from the sun. Watch this. Here, simply if you draw this one, it is a line. If you indicate with arrowheads, then this is called a light ray. This is called a light ray. When this light ray is traveling in a straight line, when it meet an obstacle, it will incident on that. Obstacle is object. And then what will happen? It will change its direction. When it is incidenting on the surface, after incident, it will change its direction. But watch this. Continuously it will travel in a straight line. Even it changes its direction, it is in a straight line. So here, bounced back. Observe this. This is incident and this is the bounced and back. This is the light ray which is incident here, and it is bounced back from the surface. After bouncing back, this total phenomena is called a reflection. Okay. So this is traveling in a straight line. Light ray is, how to say, you can't say simply traveling like vehicles. You need to say like this. Light ray is propagated from one point to another point. When it is propagating, if you watch this path, it is a straight line. We need to say it as a rectilinear straight line motion. Propagation, a rectilinear propagation of light, that is straight line motion of a light ray from one point to another point. Light ray always travel in a straight line. This you can observe from the beginning of your day at sunrise. That is the best example is sunrise. When sun rays are traveling from sun and reaches to the earth, they are traveling in a straight line. What we have to say? The rectilinear propagation of light. ఈ విధంగా ప్రొనౌన్స్ చేయాలి. Rectilinear propagation of light. That is one property of light ray. That is, it will travel in simple words, it is traveling in a straight line. So one example I will tell. When you want to watch any object, in the universe, you need eyes. But at the same time, the light rays must bounce back from that object. Suppose if I want to watch this object, and if I placed this object in a dark room, can I watch this? Definitely not. Why? Because that is a dark room. Is this a reason? Yes, this is one of the reason. If I switch on the light in dark room, can I watch this? Sure, I can watch. What is happening in these two cases? When it is a dark room, no light rays are incidenting on the surface, and there is no bouncing back of light rays from this object. This is happening when it is placed in a dark room. That's why we are unable to watch. If the light is on condition, the light is in on condition, then what will happen? Those light rays will incident on this object, and after incident they all will bounce back from this object and reaches to my eye. Then there is a sensation of vision that object is present. That object is present, and I can watch. Even this is a pen or stool or whatever it may be, the wooden box or our bag. So here we need to know that we need to identify the object when any light ray is bounced back from this object only. ఎప్పుడైనా సరే డార్క్ రూమ్లో ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఉంది అంటే మనము చూడలేము. మనం ఎప్పుడు చూడగలమంటే అదే డార్క్ రూమ్లో లైట్ వెలుగుతూ ఉండాలి, ఆ లైట్ రేస్ ఈ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మీద ఇన్సిడెంట్ అవ్వాలి, ఆఫ్టర్ ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ అవన్నీ బౌన్స్ బ్యాక్ అవ్వాలి, మన కంటికి రీచ్ అవ్వాలి. అప్పుడు మాత్రమే మనకి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఉన్నట్టు తెలుస్తుంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఫినామినా కాల్డ్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ లైట్. సో due to reflection of light we are able to watch the object. So one more thing I will tell, if a black object is present in a room, black object, black, other colors we will discuss later. If the object is in a color, it is a black, can you observe the object? Yes, we can observe in morning times, but in night times we are unable to watch. What is happening there? Listen carefully. When light rays are incidenting on this object which is in color black, those light rays are absorbed by this object. No bouncing back of light. Even a single light ray is not bouncing back from that place, from that surface of the object. Even lot of rays are incidenting, but even a single light ray is not bouncing back from this object. What is happening? This black object absorbs all the light rays into it. That's why no light ray is bouncing back from this object. So the object which is in color black can absorb all the light rays. So you are unable to observe these objects which are in color black. Sometimes మనం చెప్తూ ఉంటాము, ఏదైనా నడుస్తూ ఉన్నప్పుడు కాలుకి ఏదైనా తగిలితే చూడలేదు అని చెప్తాము. ఒకవేళ చూసినప్పుడు అది బ్లాక్ కలర్లో ఉంటే ఇది నలుపుగా ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం చూడలేదు, అందుకని కాలుకి దెబ్బ తగిలింది అని చెప్తుంటాం. ఎస్, ఇట్స్ ట్రూ. ఎందుకు కనబడలేదు అంటే అక్కడ నుంచి ఎటువంటి లైట్ రేస్ కూడా రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయ్యి మన కంటికి రీచ్ అవ్వలేదు. ఇన్ కేస్ 1-2 అయితే మినిమం 2 లైట్ రేస్ బౌన్స్ అవ్వాలి. అలాంటి రేస్ 2 కూడా బౌన్స్ అవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి మనం ఆ బ్లాక్ కలర్లో ఉన్న ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని చూడలేము. This is the reason why we are unable to watch the object in color black. I hope you got that. What is a reflection? And reflection is a phenomena through which we can observe the object. Reflection అనే phenomena ఉంది కాబట్టి మన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేయగలుగుతున్నాము. ఈ రిఫ్లెక్షన్లో ఉన్నటువంటి కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటో చూద్దాం. Look here. If you observe, this is the sun and light rays are coming from the sun, and they are incidenting on this object and it is bounced back, and this is the phenomena, bouncing back of light from any surface of the object is called a reflection. So while the light ray is incidenting, it will follow some rules and regulations. For that we will choose a mirror. For that, to understand that what is the first law of reflection and what is the second law of reflection, we need to consider a mirror. You all know that mirror, very much well known. Mirror is well known to you all. In our house, there is a plane mirror. In house, you are watching your face. That is a plane mirror. What is this? This is the shaded surface. And this is what? What is this? Shaded surface. And one side it is a shaded, and another side it is a plane. This shaded surface is called opaque. What it is? Opaque. O-P-A-Q-U-E. Opaque surface. So you can watch this. When this mirror is broken, sometimes it will fall down from our hands. It will be broken into pieces. Then you can observe backside of that pieces. There is a color which is a shaded silver, on that blue sometimes, on that orange sometimes. So that surface we are indicating with this. And other side, this one, this surface is a reflected surface. What is this? A reflected surface, and this is opaque surface. What is the difference between these two? We need to know. Simply we can't leave this matter, opaque and reflected. We need to know about these things. So what is happening at this opaque surface and what is happening at this reflected surface? At opaque surface, when any light ray is incident at the surface, any light ray is incidenting like this, and this light ray, after incident, this light ray will not bounce back. This light ray is absorbed by this one. So opaque surface does not allow the light ray to bounce back. Opaque surface does not allow the light ray to bounce back. You can't observe. But whereas the reflected surface will allow the light ray bounce back from its surface. So here this is the incident ray which is traveling in a straight line and incident at this point on the surface, reflected surface, and this point is called point of incidence. And the ray which is incident is called incident light ray. Incident light ray. The ray which is incident is called incident light ray. This ray is propagated from the source. Can I take a source, a bulb here? Bulb is a source of light, and this ray which is propagated from the source and incident on the reflecting surface of the plane mirror. Then what will happen? It will bounce back. It will bounce back from the surface, and after bouncing back, we cannot call this ray as the incident, and this ray is named as a reflected ray. A reflected ray. So a light ray which is generated or starts from this source, this is the source, and from this a light ray is traveling towards the plane mirror. When it is traveling, we need to call it as the incident light ray, and when it is incident at one point, we need to call it as a point of incident, and then after that it bounces back, it continue its journey. This light ray will continue its journey, but in other direction. Observe this, it changes its direction. After changing its direction, we need to call this ray is a reflected light ray. Reflected light ray. This phenomena of reflection or bouncing back from the reflecting surface is called a reflection. And if you observe this light ray, it is traveling in a straight line. When it is traveling in a straight line, we need to call this is a propagation of light ray which is a rectilinear, that is a straight line. Rectilinear, that is a straight line. After that also it will be in a straight line. It will be in a straight line. So this is called incident light ray and this is called a reflected light ray. When it is bounced back from this surface, what is the surface? The surface is a reflecting surface. A reflecting surface. What is the surface? A reflecting surface. A reflection cannot occur at opaque surface. Cannot occur at opaque surface. Okay. So we got an idea what is incident ray, what is a reflected ray, what is a reflecting surface, and what is the point of incidence, and what is a opaque surface, and what is the difference between opaque surface and a reflecting surface we got. This is the idea. This is the idea about a reflection and a plane mirror. So we got these three. Now we will enter into this laws of a reflection. For that you need to know about geometry and some angles, how to measure the angles. If you know that you can understand this. If you know about the geometry and how to measure the angles, then it is easy to understand these laws of a reflection. There are two laws for the reflection of light. That is, the first law is, while it is incidenting, angle of incidence always equal to angle of reflection. Let us try to understand these things. What is angle of incident and what is angle of reflection, we will understand from this picture. So here the mirror is there. Here it is the mirror, plane mirror, and this bottom surface is a opaque surface and this top surface is a reflected surface. So consider a light ray which is incident. Consider a light ray which is incident in a straight line. Observe, this is the incident light ray. This is the incident light ray. What is this line? When it is incident at one point, which is called a point of incidence, if you draw a straight line here which is perpendicular to this plane surface, this is the incident light ray and it is incident at one point, that is called a point of incident. At the point of incidence, if you take a perpendicular line to this surface, then this perpendicular line is called normal. What is this? Normal. Normal at the point of incidence. You can take normals at anywhere on the mirror, but what I am doing here is at the point of incidence only I am taking the normal. So after the incidence, this light ray will bounce back. Look, this is bounced back. This is bounced back. This is the ray which is bounced back. Observe here, this is the incident light ray and this is a reflected light ray. A reflected light ray. This is incident and this is reflected. Take a protractor and measure. Take a protractor and measure the angles. Angle between normal and incident ray. Normal and incident ray. If you measure this, this is equal to I. What we are calling the angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. And the angle between same normal, you should measure the angle from normal, no? You are measuring your angle from normal to incident light ray. The same thing you need to do, but in reverse. The angle measured between normal and reflected ray. Normal and reflected ray, other side. Then this angle is called angle of reflection. Angle of incidence, angle I, angle of reflection. angle R. I hope you got what is angle of incidence and what is angle of reflection. The angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence, and the angle between normal and reflected ray is called angle of reflection. If you measure the angles for at any surface, either it is a regular surface or irregular surface or plane surface or curved surface, always you will get angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Yes, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. I'm sorry to say, today I am not at all started this pinhole camera. Maybe in next class I will start that pinhole camera. Okay. So we got this concept. Angle of incidence is always equals to angle of reflection for any surface. Okay. So from with this today's class I will finish. So tomorrow I will explain that pinhole camera and one more topic, that is Fermat principle along with the pinhole camera. These things tomorrow we will discuss. Okay, bye. If you have any doubts, please send me your doubts through WhatsApp. Okay.